On the dish this morning, Capella. He's been a silent creative developing some of New Jersey's top menus for over a decade. Now the 35-year-old is making a name for himself. Meg Oliver is here with more. And Meg, I have to tell you, this is a good one.
This is a good one. We both live in New Jersey. We have a lot of pride going into this. Good morning. Capella is regarded as one of the state's leading culinary visionaries, but his climb up the kitchen ranks wasn't steady. From working in a local pancake house to Manhattan Michelin star restaurants, the Garden State chef has leaned back into his roots, where I met up with him at Summit House. In the middle of the bustling madness that comes with the dinner time rush.
Fire table 4, chicken, capelletti, Brussels sprout.
Is where Capella,
Where the glass domes,
finds his rhythm. His menu, a testament to his dedication focusing on creativity, craftsmanship, and championing his home state, New Jersey.
Some bits from Princeton. I try and just highlight the Garden State. We are lucky enough that we can source all this food from within 75 miles of where we're sitting right now.
When you hear of like the stereotypes against New Jersey, like what's the first thing that comes to mind? Because I mean, people are always slamming this state.
Always, and shows like The Sopranos and stuff didn't really help that, but that's my whole family. I go to a family function, everyone's name is Anthony, Peter, or Joseph.
Beyond the family names,
We're gonna take our bowl, make a little well.
Capella has turned to his Italian-American heritage, drawing inspiration from traditional recipes.
That's pretty much what we're going for here.
Okay, and see, look at mine. Let's see yours. It's sad. Like this hand-rolled peachy pasta. All right, I'll keep my day job. He now shares at Summit House.
The building's originally from 1896. It was the first YMCA in town.
This century-old building underwent a massive renovation, transforming rooms that once housed barbells into a space for bartenders. The North Jersey restaurant opened in 2017 by co-owner Dylan Baker and his partners. 6 years later, Capella signed on as the executive chef. What drew you to AJ?
His first interview, we do a tasting, of course, as we're interviewing chefs. And I watched him season a scallop crudo. And I was like, I think this is my guy.
Since joining, he's ignited curiosity surrounding the techniques he applies to beloved classics. Beef tartare, high-grade American Wagyu seasoned, then served encapsulated in smoke. And his vision of chicken marsala. I always think it's boring to order chicken when you go out. Not this.
Me too.
It's almost like a cop-out. Like, well, I'm not going to get the chicken. But this is special.
I've always tried to make the chicken better than every restaurant around me.
It's phenomenal. How about the monkfish?
Yeah, let's try some of this. I'll cut you a piece.
That is really good. I did not think. I doubted you a little bit there.
Did you?
I did. Capella's curiosity about the culinary world started when he was a teenager. While most of his friends watched cartoons, he was tuning in to a different channel, the Food Network. Who is your favorite chef?
I always watch like Rachel Ray.
And we're gonna put in about 6 teaspoons of hot sauce.
Alden Brown.
Off it comes. I love that.
Emeril Lagasse.
Bam! There you have it like that, all right?
And then I just started trying things that they were cooking. It was more so to help my mom with my brother and sister's like dinner time. And it kind of has just been snowballing for the last 16, 17 years.
In high school, Capella started working in local restaurants to earn money to buy his first car. But as he spent more time in professional kitchens, a new goal came to mind: culinary school. Were people supportive? Like when you went to your guidance counselor in high school and said, I want to apply to the CIA, what did they say?
No. So when I was in high school, I hurt myself snowboarding, and I actually graduated high school in a wheelchair. So I missed a lot of school. So when I told my guidance counselor about this, he was like, basically, you're wasting your time.
Undeterred, the aspiring chef applied to the Culinary Institute of America. Then, a few months later,
And my mom walked in with a letter. She was crying. I was like, are you okay? And she's like, you got into school. I was like, oh, cool, like fantastic.
oh, it's emotional, right?
It is.
Yeah. I mean, can you just still see that scene playing out?
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was definitely a happy day in my life.
Capella says his mom mailed a copy of his acceptance letter to his guidance counselor while he applied for scholarships.
On a whim, I just emailed the Rachel Ray, I guess, Foundation, who does scholarship outreach.
Your favorite show.
Yeah. And then, sure enough, I got a letter saying that, you know, you got approved for a scholarship, and she ended up giving me a large chunk of money to go to the culinary school.
After graduation, he trained in some of the East Coast's most prestigious and high-pressure kitchens.
I can handle it, chef.
Comparing his experiences to scenes played out in the television series The Bear.
29,
Why are you serving broken sauces? Why? I get it.
Seeing people treated poorly and like being screamed at and yelled at and cursed at all the time, I basically told myself that I wasn't going to do that, and I wouldn't treat people in restaurants like that. You have to respect the team you have and build up the people that you have around you. Otherwise, you're in there by yourself.
With Capella at the helm, Summit House has been named one of New Jersey's top restaurants in 2024.
Hey man, how's it going? Good. How you doing?
Highlighting the state's seasonal ingredients, sourcing from local purveyors who have become trusted friends.
Local juniper, we picked these yesterday.
It's important to know where your food comes from.
Where'd you get this?
And I happen to build a relationship with these people because I've been using them for so many years. Every time I go to a new restaurant, they come with me. This guy's been making cheese for me 8 years now.
The locally made burrata, a fixture on Capella's menu, with its accompaniments changing along with the seasons.
We're pairing it with a little bit of roasted squash and roasted apple agrodolce, and then finishing it with an aged balsamic.
So good.
It's like Italian fall.
But it's that taste of home that keeps Capella's food personal.
Now, these are your mom's meatballs.
These are, yeah.
What kind of cook was your mom?
She was a home cook, you know, Italian-American home cook. It was always like red sauce on Sundays and meatballs all the time.
Her recipe used in the dish that's named after her, Lori's Meatballs, a subtle tribute to Capella's late mother, helping keep her memory alive long after the last bite.
You are making your mother proud.
Thank you.
Wow. What did she teach you in the kitchen?
How to make food delicious. You know, just you don't need to put 45 ingredients on the plate. You know, just take care of the ones that you have and put some love into them.
You've got your friends' influence. You have your mother's influence. How special is that?
It's great. It keeps me connected to the food, and it's not just like a business transaction every time I sell a plate.
Hello, how are you?
I think that's why I care so much about the food, because it is important.
Wow. And what meal would not be complete without a decadent cocktail? So we have a peanut chocolate espresso martini and 2 desserts, chocolate budino and house-made donuts. And like everything AJ does, everything is locally sourced. We've got chocolate from Hackettstown, and we have the ricotta from Sale of Jersey Artisan Co. It's those special relationships that makes all of his food so good.
This is delicious. It is. He's so
good.
likable.
So likable.
How about his mom
I
sending
know.
the guidance
I know.
counselor that letter? That was the best.
That was the best.
Thanks, Meg.
By far.